Hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, Cappies, let's take a look at what is Capricorn's next adventure. By the way, this was one that you guys, several of you wanted. And I was like, well, let's do it for Halloween. So I'll get half of the Zodiacs done today and the other half tomorrow on Halloween. Don't forget, I'll also be going live on Halloween, and we'll be doing some card pulls, fictional storytelling for members and subscribers, okay? So we start out with Six of Swords. We have a Knight of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. The next adventure for Capricorn actually looks like it's there could be some moments of daring and some moments of like, I am going into a new like phase of my life. I might have to overcome some obstacles. I have to follow my passion though. This could be a time frame where the next chapter for Capricorn is like, I have desire that I have never like pursued before. And the first hurdle here could be I have to permit myself to go where my heart leads. I believe I can be confident. I believe if this is like about passion or about we have King of Cups. I'm going to say that we have had this very hidden, emotional, sexy version of Capricorn that has never been fully unleashed upon the world, so to speak. This could be new adventures in like physical enjoyment, like just the sensual side of life. And by senses, I'm talking about, touch, taste, sight, smell, sound, all of it. But also this deep emotional experience in life. I keep feeling like there is a hidden version of Capricorn that has never been out and, able to just come out and play before. I think this could be like, let's say it's anything that we could be passionate about could be something that is, sometimes we think the Knight of Wands is just about physical passion and, like sensuality. But let's say it's different. Let's say Capricorn has a beautiful voice, beautiful song to sing, something like powerful and, heart-wrenching and gut-wrenching, and they've never sung out loud. This could be the time that Capricorn's like, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing my song. I'm going to spit it out. I'm going to let the world hear it. I'm going to sing from my soul. I'm going to sing, from the deepest part of me, and I'm going to let everybody hear it. That could be this next adventure for Capricorn. It is definitely something that has been just below the surface, just hidden inside of them. And they've known about it, but they never showed it to anybody else. In some ways, Capricorn has been wearing a mask, or they've been masking a talent. What is this? By the way, this is very different than the other two zodiacs I've done so far. Nine of Swords. It's something that is a dream, because we have the dream catcher here. Oh gosh, I don't know if this does feel like somebody's heart song. This feels like, I don't know if there's a connection to like Native American spiritualism here as well, but I am hearing that song. I love it so much by Buffy St. Marie. I think it's called When I Go Back to Canada. But I met him on the powwow trail. He was a singer and I was a dancer. Dance of the Heartbeat drums. And there's the reason I love the song so much is because of this incredible like component of the song where you hear that the authentic song being sung, and you hear these beautiful Native American voices, and it's just so moving. And I'm just wondering, because that just always sounds like such a freeing sound that comes up out of someone from their heart. It keeps feeling like it's whatever Capricorn's heart has held, and it's their dreams, and it's the thing that they haven't yet shown to the world, or it's a thing that they haven't gone after, or if it's their song that they haven't sung yet. That might be the thing that is like, I don't know that Capricorn can keep it in anymore. I think that they've got to go ahead and sing their song. Three of Pentacles. If this is Capricorn about to be discovered, I could totally see why. If this is Capricorn who could take an idea, take their song, take it to like some group or something and be like, okay, so I've written this piece of music. I never shared it with anybody. I would like to now. Can I, market this? Can I get a record deal? Can I get this out? to the world. This feels like Capricorn's ready to step forward and do something like that. This doesn't feel so much like the primary adventure that comes up next is about love. Although I will say this, if there have been any feelings that were ever repressed in previous like romantic connections, I would say this is going to be a very liberated version of Capricorn that we see here. They could become like very open about love, desire, and passion with their next partnership as well. This could be a Capricorn that is even saying, I might want to explore different forms of sensuality or with different people, or, I want to try dating more than one person at a time, or, I mean, heck, this could be an open relationship. This could be anything that they have not explored that they feel suits them better. And I'm just leaving all of that out there because I don't know what it is. For this character, it's whatever is truest for them that they have never allowed themselves to pursue before. And now this is them like admitting it to the world, admitting it to those around them, and admitting what they really want to do. I keep thinking it's like performative art because many talented people never put their talents out there for others to see. I think it's very common that artists can be very shy people. And we expect that anybody with a talent must also have this crazy amount of confidence. And I would say, I would disagree with that. I think a lot of like singers, songwriters, artists are like, I think oftentimes they're bearing their soul, which is very brave to do, but that does not mean that they are somehow uber confident. But this is a Capricorn that is like, it's time for me to bare my soul because this is what's a part of me. With that Knight of Pentacles, this has been something that I think Capricorn has been thinking about for a very long time. I almost think that this is somebody who could put their art out there under a false name, or they could, think of like, for the longest time, like Sia never showed her face, or Daft Punk, wears their, helmets and such. It could be that like that's going to be my shtick. I'm going to put myself out there, but under a different persona at first until I get more comfortable. But at least the first step is being made. This is a Capricorn putting themselves out there after thinking about this for a very long time. How do I want to like present the gift that I have? It's with the Knight of Swords. It's also like, it's time. I have this spark of inspiration. I've thought about this for a long time. Now is the right time. I've got to put my heart out there, my soul out there. And of course that's nerve-wracking to do. Now let's say this is more about Capricorn saying, all right, I've got to admit this to everybody. Like I would like to have a great love story. I got to tell my kids I'm going to start dating again. They've only known me single. My kids are grown. I'm going to let them know. And I'm a little bit nervous about this, but mom or dad, your mom or dad's going to start dating again. There's a whole nother side. Yes, I've been your mama, your papa, but at the same time, I'm also a person who wants to have, a relationship in my life. That's the other way I could look at this. But it does feel like the adventure here is Capricorn telling the world, unmasking to friends, family, but telling the world this is actually what I want next, or this is my gift that I Eight of Swords. I kept it all tied up for the longest time. I was a sweet little bunny rabbit, all tangled up. Look, I do feel like this has a lot of sensuality because bunnies are about fertility. And I almost think, heck, this could be Capricorn saying, all right, I'm going to announce to my friends and my family, I'm going to go ahead and decide to have a child, or I am just simply ready to pursue my passion. I don't want to be single anymore. I'm going to go ahead and I just need to let people know. First, I need to let myself acknowledge I am a sensual being. We are, right? Human beings are so many things, We are thinking, feeling, experiencing beings that live on planet Earth, and we need to eat food and have air, but we also need abstract, things that keep our mind active. We need to be able to express ourselves through art and creativity, but we also are these passionate beings that need like sensuality, both for like mental stimuli, but also, physical touch. So we are so many things rolled up into one. And it feels like this has been one side of Capricorn's life that they have not explored in a very long time. Or maybe they've never explored like their sensuality before. And this is them finally saying, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do. Now, obviously, one's sensuality does not need to be displayed for everybody because it's nobody's business but the individual, right? But maybe it is, like I said, if it's like I've been single for, my kids have only known me as a single parent, but I'm going to start dating. And that's going to be new for them. This is that could be an example where somebody's like sensuality becomes front and center, or, just announcing to family, like, this is the gender I'm most attracted to. I'm going to go ahead and let people know it's, whatever your assumptions of me are not correct. This is who I am. I just haven't mentioned it before now. It could be something like that. But I feel like it's more like Capricorn is either putting out this huge talent that they've kept suppressed, and along with that could come like a deeper, more sensual nature that they haven't explored. But it almost feels like there's some stuff that they're going to be displaying to others, and other things that are just like, it's just Capricorn recognizing my next adventure is to have a more sensual life, a more passionate life, and to express myself and my deeper emotions and my deeper talents. What does that mean? It's definitely a more balanced life for Cap. We've got that Temperance card there. I feel like this Capricorn is very divinely inspired. I feel like they're very gifted. I feel like they could have some incredible talent to share with the world. We have the Magician. We have the Six of Coins, again with the angel wings. It's almost making me think, is it possible that our Capricorn is like a massive manifester and they never wanted to tell anybody that? I mean, maybe Capricorn sees a little bit into the future. Maybe they have a unique talent for something that is like, the only reason I'm saying something like that is because we see somebody sitting here, and are they levitating and there's a holograph of them, or are they sitting on a raft on water and it's a reflection of themselves? It's kind of hard to tell. This feels like our Capricorn has some maybe divine gift, and they've hidden it all these years. And this is them finally saying, okay, listen, I've got some psychic abilities. I never did mention it. You know what? Here's the crazy part. I feel like they would only say that to their very small circle. If this Capricorn is like, I have to tell a few people that like I fully embracing the fact that I have some psychic or intuitive gifts, and I do need to say it. I need to show that to my small circle. I could imagine that certain people are not even going to be surprised about that. Also, if Capricorn was worried that they would be excluded or something, if they shared that with anybody, I think that the people nearest and dearest to Capricorn would probably fully embrace that. If that's the talent, see, I kept thinking it was performative art or something about like, they're just in that place in their life where they would like to go ahead and, just be more of themselves in this lifetime. Now I'm thinking, oh, but if it's more about like, I want to embrace my spiritual gifts and not have to feel like I have to hide them, then that would be very different. But it feels like some people won't even be surprised by that. Some people will not be shocked by that at all. They probably already noticed the Capricorn has a certain otherness to them, a certain gift or something. So that actually feels like they're going to be very well received. I would not think that Capricorn's having any problem expressing this to the people that are nearest and dearest to them. But if Capricorn is just stepping into acknowledging their gifts, their talents, their spiritual gifts, their psychic gifts, we have Nine of Wands. It's also because there's something inside of them that's been healing for a while now. And I still say embracing this, telling a few people about this, revealing some of this is also still going to be something that could make Capricorn feel much more stable. But I was going to say still, I feel like there's this energy of making their life more passionate, more expressive. I feel like Capricorn's like sensual life is going to kick up a few thousand notches. We literally have the Ace of Wands. So yes, I do feel like we'll stick with that interpretation because it feels like it's been here throughout this whole message. Is Capricorn headed for like maybe having a spiritual connection with someone who's also going to be a very physical, like they're highly attracted. Look at this. We got High Priestess, we got the Sun, both upright. I feel like Libra got those as well. I think it was Libra. Maybe it was Virgo. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's definitely the lifestyle that I think that there's always been a really important connection out there for Capricorn, and they've known it, but they needed to first embrace this more spiritual version of themselves so that they could wholeheartedly like say, okay, I know my person's out there. I'll know him when I see him. There's this otherworldly like vibe that I know that I'm drawn to a particular person or a particular type of person for a reason. I think that this is our Capricorn just fully embracing that and saying, okay, that's it. When I spot the person that and there could already be somebody that Capricorn's very attracted to, that they've been either fighting the feelings for or trying to say, there's no way that I could know that myself and this person would be a good match. And yet all of this looks like it's simpatico. It looks like there is somebody out there that Capricorn has been drawn to, is going to be attracted to. It could be very much like a love at first sight, or I mean, there's joy, but there could also be like passion, desire, lust at first sight as well. But it is definitely somebody who I think has a great heartbeat rhythm to Capricorn. Like maybe Capricorn and this person are both going to have like a very lovely, like, I don't know if they like music or dancing or something together, but they perhaps have something that is so similar about them where they have a good rhythm together. Maybe the first time they meet, they'll dance together or sing together or something like that. But there's definitely something about the heartbeat aspect between Capricorn and this person. Can we see anything else about them before we bounce out of here? Seven of Cups sideways. Not really. They could come from an area where there are active volcanoes, which, I mean, there's many of them all around the world, but I mean, we've recently in 2025, we had some activity up in Alaska. We had some activity in Sicily. We've had some activity. Oh gosh, I'm blanking right now. Was it Thailand? Indonesia? Somewhere else. But I'm just wondering if they hail from one of those cultural backgrounds. Whomever this is, it's somebody that Capricorn will know them when they see this person. There will be some kind of like, there's a fire down below. It's like, okay, I'm really drawn to this person. I'm really attracted to this person. And I think it'll be a mutual experience. I don't know you yet, but I know I've got to go towards you. All right. Capricorn is definitely listening to their intuition on this one. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye, guys.